Hey folks, Saksham this side from ACE IPM. IIM Rohtak has finally announced its official admission policy for IPM 2025. So in this video, we are going to have a look at that and talk about two major changes. One being the increase in number of seats, and second in the change in admission criteria, which directly impacts your chances of selection in the college. So without any further ado, let's begin. So before coming on to the main points, let's just summarize the other parts of the admission process or the admission brochure as well. So as usual, you have to have minimum 60% in your 10th and 12th to be eligible for this. That is for general, NC, OBC and EWS category. For SC, ST and DAP, that is 55%. And the age criteria remains the same for all the categories. That is maximum of 20 years of age as on June to 30, 2025. So that essentially means that everybody born on or after 1st of July 2025 is eligible. So when they say the maximum age allowed is 20 years, that means 20 years and 0 days and not 20 years and 11 months or 10 months. All of those students will not be allowed. Now coming to the other part, which is again usual with IIM Rohtak, because they also give weightage to your 10th and 12th, they have a clear criteria in terms of how do you calculate your 10th and 12th marks, and that is the best of 5 subjects. If you have taken 6 subjects in your class 10th or 12th, you will only calculate it basis the best of 5, not the main 5, not the first 5, the best 5. And if in case you only had 5 subjects, then you will only calculate it basis of all those 5 subjects. So that is there. Now, in terms of the application fee, that is going to be 4,937. I believe it's higher than what it was last year, but nothing can be done about it. The registration dates open tentatively on Feb of 6th and end tentatively on April 11th. As in when the form is out, we will create a video on the same. So that will be uploaded on the channel. I'd advise you to watch our video or anybody else's video before you fill up the form yourself. It's always good to take some time and then fill the form, or rather than trying filling it as soon as possible and making mistakes. Another thing which was already announced somehow in the IPL admission policy, that was that the IPM 80 will be conducted on May 5th 2025, which is going to be a Monday, I believe, exactly a week before IIM Indore's aptitude test, and that will be conducted from 9 a.m. onwards. The pattern remains the same. They always tell that there's 40 minutes given to each section, but it's always there's no sectional timer as such. At least that has not been the case up until now. It's always been 120 minutes and 120 questions, 40 each of quants, logical reasoning and verbal ability. The standard marking of +4 -1 will be applicable over here. If in case you tick mark the CLAT option as well, not CLAT, actually IPL option in the form, then you will also have to sit for another 20 minutes and solve the legal reasoning section as well, which will be of 20 questions. It's not like the entire paper is of 140 minutes. So even if you are just attempting the 120 questions, you are given 140 minutes. No, they are divided into two separate sections. One is the 120-minute 120 question, and the other one is 20-minute 20 question of legal reasoning, which is only shown for the people who are applying for the IPL program as well. We'll come to if whether you should be applying for this program or not when we are filling the form. Right now, let's just quickly brush through this information. Now, the biggest change over here is the way they announce the prepare the selection list. So earlier the weightage given to all these components was 45% to the aptitude test, 15% to the interview, 20% to 10th and 20% to 12th. This year they have reduced the weightage given to 10th to 10% instead of 20 and added that 10% of weightage to the aptitude test score, which is now 55%. Now, this is a positive sign of change. IIM Rohtak historically has been known as a college who, the college that will only take students who have stellar past academic records. Like, it's very hard, to see people in IIM Rohtak who are coming in, especially from general category, and they have anything less than 85% in their 10th and 12th. You can probably count these people in fingers. They should be in single digits, especially in the case of general category. Even in other categories, it's hard to see people scoring less than 75% in their 10th and 12th. So that has been the case with IIM Rohtak up until now. Now with the reduction in weightage in class 10th marks, I see that it's a positive step. Abhi bhi, there will still be the batch will still predominantly comprise of people who are having good past acads, especially in their class 12th examinations. बट 10th में थोड़ा फर्क पड़ा है, आपका एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट का वेटेज पड़ा है, तो उससे एक पॉजिटिव चेंज तो आया है, बट दैट डज नॉट मेक IIM रोहतक द कॉलेज जहाँ पर एक 60-65% स्कोर करने वाला बच्चा जिसके 10th-12th में 60-65% आया उसका भी सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा. I mean, theoretically it is possible, but practically speaking, it is there's a very negligible chance. But हाँ, अगर पहले ये criteria for me was 85% and above. Maybe now it will be 80% and above because of this change. So that has been one major change in this particular year's policy. Another major change has been the number of seats. Usually IIM Rohtak has, like in my batch, which was the first batch, we had about 150 seats if I'm not wrong, and it was later increased to about 220. Then they came down, and they have never had a stable seat pool, so to say. हर 2-3 साल में वो change हो जाता है. This year it has been increased from last year's, I believe, 165. So about 20% of increase to 198 seats in total, which is a positive change. You have more seats available, so more chances of selection. Plus now that 10th ka weightage has reduced, so even higher chances of selection for people who have maybe who haven't scored as well in their class 10th examination. But then please make sure, if you are currently in your class 12th, you are really focusing on getting through the board exams and scoring the best possible marks, because it's not only important for IIM Rohtak, but later, if in case you do decide to give CAT, a lot of colleges will look into your 10th score, 12th score, graduation score, so on and so forth. So it's very important from that perspective as well. In terms of the dates, to summarize, Feb 6th to April 11th is tentatively your form dates. May 5th is when you will have your exam, and exactly after 1 week you have your IIM Indoors exam. Then JIPMAT again 15-20 दिन बाद हो जाना चाहिए. Your announcement for personal interview happens in last week of May. Interview happens in first or second week of June. Then selection list comes in the second week of July. Then some wait list movement happens. All of that happens, and the admission process is wound up, and the academic session begins on third week of August. Usually, historically speaking, IIM Rohtak has kept it in the first week of August. I'm not sure why it is third week of August this time, but again, it's up to them. So that is all there is in terms of the IIM Rohtak's admission policy. If in case there's any change that comes, if in case the JIPMAT dates are announced, if in case the form comes, we will be there to guide you with all those informations. As of now, if in case you're preparing for IPMAT Rohtak or other exams, even IPMAT Indore or other BBA exams as well, we have our express batch going on. You can have a look at our website and see all the batches available. We have a coupon code available, B-Day sale, which will be available in the description as well. You can have a look at it and avail these courses in the best price possible. We also now have an offline center in Sector 2 Noida. It is just next to the metro station of Sector 15 Noida. So you can have a look, come by, hop in and see what is it that we have to offer. And if in case you want to enroll for an offline batch, those will be available as well. We are about to start with our batch for droppers, an offline residential batch. So even if you're not from Delhi NCR, but you want to really make a difference in terms of the way you're preparing for IPMAT, now is your chance that you can enroll for the same. For that, you can enroll, or you can first inquire by going to our website and filling in a free counseling form. And then when our executive will reach out to you, and you can discuss everything, and then we can suggest you the best course of action for you. That's about it. If in case you have any questions, any queries, you can drop it down in the comment section as well. I'll see you in another one. Till then, stay safe, take care, all the best, and bye-bye. Thank you.